Gets real. So guys, week review. I know I've not done it for a previous week, but it is what it is. It's called editing tax, it's called life tax, it's called energy bill tax. It is what it is. It's called life tax. So, but guys, we're here, and hopefully it's going to be a weekly Selinki looking at all of the weeks. So let's start with the Bundesliga. Kane. Surely. Here's the thing. There are a few emergency hangers that are going to be scary. Could be like one of my favorite emergency hangers is if Messi does a back-to-back World Cup, because if that happens, I retire. Messi does a back-to-back World Cup, I retire. Cristiano wins the World Cup, I become a monk. So those are the emergency hangers that I'm afraid of. So outside of those, another emergency hanger that I'm afraid of, well, actually, another one is Nigeria back-to-back failure of qualifying for the World Cup. If that happens, I become the Pope. If Kane has to back-to-back trophyless seasons, emergency hangouts, and he must retire. He has to retire. It's so far so good. Last season's winners, Leverkusen, they're not doing so well. They've already lost already. They've drawn 4 times, and they actually drew this past weekend. The guys that they're going up against are Leipzig. When was the last time that Leipzig won the Bundesliga? 300,000 years ago. So everything is pointing to Larry Lane, the glorified stats pad merchant, to finally get his first trophy, because they're playing better football than other than Bombas Tuki. They're scoring lots of goals, and it just seems as if in the UCL, maybe companies getting outcoached by superior tacticians. But in the Bundesliga, it seems as if it's back to original settings, which is that they're just blowing away teams. And they're saying what's up, and they're test-tubing teams. And Kane, top of the goal-scoring charts, he is really, and this is what you bring for, he is stats panning his freaking dudes. So the way it's looking, the way it, ouch, I should bite my tongue. That's bad luck, by the way. The way it's, sorry. The way it's looking is Kane is going to win this league. And it feels as if everything is pointing towards there. But this is what I said last season, Kane. You are a great stats padder. You are an amazing stats padder. Winston would be proud. I don't forget Winston. Win would be proud. Chill. I call him Chill. Chill would be proud of you. Chilinski would be proud of you. But when that comes down to where maybe Leipzig are not breathing down your neck, maybe Leverkusen are not cut down the gap, and you need, it's a must win in the week 35, week 36, will you say what's up? It seems as if company has provided the perfect, effective team for these guys to be free scoring, goal scoring, and not concede many goals. But there will come a crucial point moments where Kane, you're a main guy, can you say what's up, boss? So at the moment, it's looking high. Because trust me, if you're going to pick it, see, what Leverkusen did last season is also unprecedented. And we are probably never going to see us in the Bundesliga for a very long time. So, if the only guys you're going up is Red Bull Leipzig, who don't have Chris Koo, who don't have the Spanish Olmo, surely you can get this win. But why is there something in the back of my mind that tells me that somehow, somewhere, we're going to have very scary emergency hangouts, because Kane would have done Doi by going back-to-back trophyless with freaking Bayern Munich. But we wait and we see. But so far, so good. Because, look, is Kane one of the best strikers in the world? Yeah, I guess, because he's doing his job. But is he an elite striker? No. Elite strikers, your goals come with trophies. They're stats padders, and they're those dudes. He's a stats padder. For him to be that dude, I need those goals to come in a major final. I need those goals to lead you to actually a tangible trophy. And look, seriously, I mean, Leverkusen, I just don't think they'll win. Like last season was an anomaly. Now, before I leave this, if Leverkusen do back-to-back, because it seems they are very far behind, but if these guys do back-to-back in what could be Xabi Alonso's last season, guys, let's be real. The best league right now to watch is the Serie A. I get it. Mafia League, Calciopoli, Luciano Moggi, Godfather, Sopranos, Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese. I get it. In terms of a league where several teams can say what's up, is Serie A. Let me just read you some facts here. Napoli are top with 25 points. Inter, second, 24 points. Atalanta, third, 22 points. Fiorentina, fourth, 22 points. Juventus, fifth, 21 points. And Bozo FC, aka Lazio, are sixth with 19 points. So shout out to Miss Mold. 6 points separates first from sixth. That's amazing. That is freaking amazing. And the way you're looking at it right now, it seems as if Napoli were going to run away, but there's a guy called what was it? The man. Ademola Lookman, who said, "What's up?" Dropping it's a two-piece Atalanta beating Napoli 3-0. Now, there's several narratives here. United, don't let it make sauce go and win a league with Napoli. Don't let that happen, because if that happens, you will get clowned. I'll be honest with you. If I was a betting man, I'd look at Inter Milan, but you can't sleep on Conte, what Conte's doing with Napoli. And bro, I already said it in my previous video. Lookman already has a European treble, the greatest European treble of all time. If his goals and his performances lead Atalanta to their very first Serie A win, we're having a very scary conversation. We're having a very scary conversation that involves an Egyptian. A very scary conversation that involves an Egyptian. So, and look, Inter, Venezia, I know Venezia, but who scored the winning goal? Lautaro Martinez. Where did he finish in Ballon d'Or? Yeah, seventh. Yeah, because he's useless. Because he's not really that important for Inter Milan. Yeah, I get it. Look, I don't know who's going to win this league. And I think, you see, for me, when you look at the other leagues, it's pretty obvious. When you look at the Serie A, I thought Inter would carry on for what they did last season, but look at it. So Inter won last season. Season prior was Napoli. I think the season prior to that was it AC Milan or Inter? So I think they've been pretty much different winners, and I think in the last 3 or 4 seasons. So in terms of watching a league for pure entertainment where you really don't know what's going to happen, it's right here. This is it's right here. So I don't know who's going to win. I really honestly don't know who's going to win. Just if Conte wins with mixed sauce, that will be a narrative. I think Inter favorites. If Atalanta wins with Ademola Lookman, I don't want to hear about an Egyptian. I respect the Ferrers. Shout out to the Ferrers. Shout out to King Tut. But respect to you freaking dudes, man. I don't sleep on Juventus. Don't sleep on Juventus because what's the only 4 points off Napoli. But looking at this league, it would be pretty crazy if come near the end of the season, 4 teams could win it. That would be amazing. When was the last time where, like on the final day of the season, there were 4 teams? Or when was the last time you had like a 4-horse race? Now, I expect it to maybe go down to 3 teams. I feel this will be like a 3-horse race. But it'd be pretty interesting if Fiorentina, Bozo FC, Juve, Atalanta keep the momentum up, and this is like a 4 or 5-horse race. Then this could actually be one of the most dynamic seasons ever. La Liga. Now, keep in mind that Real Madrid did not play based off of the very horrible disaster that happened in Valencia. Hopefully everybody is fine there. And obviously his thoughts and prayers to those who were affected by the crazy floods. Climate change is real, Trump. Now, I think Ancelotti even made a point saying that shouldn't all football in Spain have been postponed? I get where he's coming from, but 1,000% Valencia couldn't have played, 100%. Now, for the rest of the league, you can do both things. Both things are right. Either you suspend all football or moments of silence, which is what everyone did. So everyone did a moment of silence to commemorate, and then there was that black ribbon on the team score graphic on the top left-hand corner. So that makes sense. So I can actually see it both ways. One thing for sure, that when Valencia were at home to Real Madrid, they couldn't have played that game. No way. It's impossible. Heck, how do you even get to the stadium if there's flooding around? But this is now when we get into the whole psychological aspect. So, yes, Real have a game in hand, but facts are facts. They are now 9 points behind Barcelona. And now there's now pressure to now gain those 3 points in that game in hand, which is obviously the Valencia game. Barcelona are looking really good. So, have they picked too early? Can they sustain this? Are people going to exploit that offside trap? Perhaps, maybe. But So far, so good. They've not been able to exploit the offside trap. They still have executed the most offsides of any team in Europe. And these guys are scoring a heck of a lot of goals. And a lot of their key guys are already now back fit, i.e. your boy, the Spanish Olmo. You have Kubarsi, who I think is one of the best defenders in the world at 17. And you have Yamal, who is the best player in the world at 17. Everything's looking good. But can this be sustained? Can this last from now until the end of the season? Where are we going to be in February? Where are we going to be in March? Is there going to be a losing streak? Are they going to come and hit a brick wall? I ain't Nostradamus. I don't freaking know. All I know is that this team is bloody good. And this is the best show in town. And as of right now, they are odds-on favorites to win this league. But here's the thing. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to go. Guys, don't try to write history. We know what we were all saying before a ball was kicked. Before a ball was kicked, Real were the clear favorites because of the defending champions. Mbappe was coming to really maximize this team. And we all said, what the heck can Barca freaking do? Who's their star? That Bomas Geriatric from Warsaw? That Bomas Geriatric from Warsaw is top scorer and is balling out. And the entire team is freaking balling out as well. Now, my pick was Atletico Madrid, who I think have underperformed so far, specifically your boy Alvarez. But they got that G, and now it's early. But being 10 points behind a team as good as this, it doesn't look good. So my Atleti pick doesn't look that great. Side note on Atleti, shout to remember, so Simeone has 2 kids. One of them, I believe, plays for Napoli. And the other of his kid plays for Atleti and scored his very first goal of his Atleti career. So it just shows you how crazy it is, where both of his kids are actually playing professional football. So shout out to your boy Simeone. So look, I can't change my pick. So my pick is still Atleti, but it's looking unlikely because I said from the start that I don't believe Real will win the league. UCL, maybe Copa del Rey, perhaps not winning the league. But there's a long way to go. And momentum can then shift. But the fact is, there is pressure on Real Madrid. And let me just say this right now. Mbappe, don't come into the first season and you lose the league by a record number of points to a team of prepubescent orphans. Don't let that happen, because remember, we know what we were all saying before a ball was kicked. Everybody was saying that Mbappe is going to start part to rip this league apart. He's going to get the Pichichi. It's going to be too easy. It hasn't happened. But again, there's a long way to go. Real Madrid can still win. And remember, it's 9 points and a game in hand. To win the game in hand, that is 6 points. 6 points ain't nothing in the league. And we've not even reached half through the season. There is a long way to go. Hence why I'm not going to give the league to Barca. It's too long to go. They look good, but they look good now. And Real Madrid are very capable of going unbeaten and winning 10, 15 games in a row. But all I'm saying though is that for Real Madrid, Barca have now put the massive pressure on you. And the sooner you get it right, the better. EPL. Interesting thing with EPL. So the storyline here is this. I feel Arsenal's title hopes are over. Now, I may be wrong, but for Arsenal, L to Bournemouth, drew against Liverpool, and at home, L to Newcastle. And the next game is an away game against their first rivals, your boys, Chelsea. They have to win that game. Heck, they had to beat Newcastle. Because for Arsenal, you know who you're going up against. You faced them twice, and we know how that ended up. So, I think that it's a tough one. You see, Arsenal's loss is a lot more worrying than City's loss. I think when I look at Man City's loss, I'm like, okay, it is shocking. It is Bournemouth, but it's a Bournemouth team who also beats Arsenal as well. And for City, you're not going to win every single game. And you know what I always say? I actually forgot to tweet this out. Hate him, call him a voyeur, say whatever you want. Wenger is still the only manager who went unbeaten in the Premier League. And he still holds a record. So anytime every team in the Premier League has one L, that's Arsene Wenger Golden Trophy must be respected, whether you love him or hate him. So the storyline is this. Can Liverpool win the league? Can Liverpool win the league? I have been shocked by this team. I hold my hands up. Before the season started, I said, Liverpool, this guy's going to drop off. a Dutch dude called freaking Ambrose isn't going to come in and now somehow win the league. That's not going to happen. So I said the massive drop-off would be Liverpool. I am shocked by how well Liverpool have done. I am shocked by how well Arne Slot has done. I'm shocked. So for me, I'm like, bro, you have, in terms of what I thought, you've overachieved. I thought Liverpool would be fourth, fifth, third as you're trying to figure out the whole season because you're now trying to transition from Klopp. But what they just shows is respect his coaching, respect his management, because this team has sort of changed. They're not playing how Klopp is playing. And that is the beauty. This isn't a copy and paste from Klopp. Less rock and roll, less physicality, less PMP, and a lot more tactical and a lot more surgical. The worry, though, is if Salah goes down, can this team cope? I do feel that, unlike Man City, this team is a Salah injury away from free fall. Yes, City got affected because no Rodri, but also no KDB as well. So that's a two flex. You see, if City lose one player, they can come. But two key players, that's not key. For Liverpool, one key player, that being Salah, this team is in free fall. I don't think Liverpool can win the league. I just don't think this team can win the league because I just do not trust that supporting cast. But they're winning. They're winning. They've only had one L. One draw, one L, the rest W. So these guys, they're playing well. They're doing their freaking job. So what I have to say from Liverpool is, can you sustain this? What do you do when you now face Man City? So those two City games are going to be very key. And how well can they keep up this momentum? And if Salah goes down, can he still win? Those are a few questions. If Salah goes down, can he still win? But it's so far so good. So I told you, I'm a narrative guy. If Arne Slot, in his very first season, wins the Premier League, we're going to have to ask questions about Klopp. We're going to have to ask questions about Arteta. I'll say it one last time. If Arne Slot, in his very first season, no Mane, no Firmino, Darbibi as a striker, wins the league ahead of the greatest Premier League team of all time, Pep, and a team in Arteta who tried twice and failed, and he does it in his very first try in a new league, new country, we're going to be having very uncomfortable conversations. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. One love. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.